Have you ever felt like you're running on a treadmill, working hard, but somehow ending up exactly where you started? It's a feeling too many of us know too well, trapped in a cycle of effort with little to show for it. But what if I told you the key to breaking free isn't about pushing harder, but rather changing direction? Today, we're diving deep into the stories of those who've turned their biggest struggles into their most profound victories. This isn't just about finding light at the end of the tunnel. It's about creating that light for yourself, even when all you've known is darkness. If you've ever felt stuck, overlooked, or on the brink of giving up, this video is your sign to hold on. Because sometimes the most significant breakthroughs come from the places we least expect. Stay with me as we explore the journeys that redefine what it means to truly live, not just exist. And before we dive into these transformative tales, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, smash that like button, and make sure you watch every minute without skipping, because every second of this journey could be the moment that changes everything for you. Here's a tale for you. Imagine a knowledgeable elder who would spend her days by the riverbank, contemplating the flow of water. People from her village, curious about her wisdom, gathered around one afternoon and questioned, "What's the secret to your wisdom?" She smiled gently and replied, "I observe the river, how it flows around obstacles, never fighting against them but finding its own path. Similarly, I've watched people tackle their challenges. By noticing their struggles and the paths they chose, I learned what to embrace and what to avoid." This story reminds us that life is our greatest teacher, urging us to stay alert and absorb lessons from the world around us, thus navigating our journey with greater insight. Lesson 1. Unlock joy, the power of choosing happiness within. Happiness, a state of mind that many chase through external means, is fundamentally an internal journey. This concept echoes the wisdom of Stoic philosophers and modern motivational speakers alike, each bringing unique insights into the pursuit of joy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement underscores the idea that our internal dialogue shapes our emotional state. It's not the external events, but our perception of them that determines our happiness. In essence, a rainy day can be seen as a gloomy disruption or a soothing natural phenomenon, depending on how we choose to interpret it. Similarly, Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of being content with oneself. He believed that true happiness is achieved when we understand and accept that external factors cannot provide lasting joy. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, he wrote, suggesting that happiness comes from living in the moment and appreciating life as it is, not as we wish it to be. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the power of the mind, also contributed to this notion. He taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This reinforces the idea that happiness is a choice and is significantly influenced by our internal responses to external circumstances. From the realm of modern motivational speakers, Jim Rohn offered a complementary perspective when he said, "Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present." This highlights the active role we must take in shaping our happiness, emphasizing it as a product of our current actions and attitudes, rather than a future goal to be attained. Tony Robbins, a prominent figure in personal development, echoes this sentiment by stating, "It is not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs as to what those events mean." Robbins' insight aligns with the Stoic philosophy that our interpretations and beliefs about our experiences are what truly define our emotional well-being. Brian Tracy touches on the concept of self-responsibility in achieving happiness. Develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you, he advises, suggesting that gratitude is a key component of happiness. This approach encourages us to focus on the positives in our lives, cultivating a sense of joy that is independent of external circumstances. Jordan B. Peterson, while not typically categorized with motivational speakers, offers profound psychological insights into living a meaningful life. He often discusses the importance of bearing responsibility and finding purpose. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient, Peterson advises, hinting that true happiness is found in the pursuit of meaningful goals and actions, rather than short-term pleasures or external validation. Lesson 2. Embrace change, the key to lifelong resilience. Change is the only constant in life, a lesson that's both liberating and challenging. This truth, that everything is temporary, has been a cornerstone of wisdom from ancient Stoic philosophers to contemporary motivational speakers, offering profound insights into navigating life's inevitable ups and downs. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once reflected, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful statement reminds us that while we cannot control the changing tides of our lives, we do have control over how we respond to them. The good and bad days will come and go, but our perceptions and reactions to these days define our resilience and happiness. Seneca, another revered Stoic thinker, emphasized the transient nature of life and its events. He advised, "Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future." By accepting the temporary nature of all things, we can live more fully in the present, appreciating the good times without taking them for granted, and facing the bad times with a stoic calm, knowing they too shall pass. Epictetus, a slave-turned-philosopher, taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This sentiment is crucial for understanding that our response to change is within our control, even if the events themselves are not. Embracing change rather than fearing it can make all the difference in navigating life's challenges. In the realm of modern motivational thought, Jim Rohn's perspective complements these ancient teachings. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. This encourages personal growth in response to life's changes and challenges, suggesting that our development and adaptability are key to overcoming adversity. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic approach to personal development, also speaks to this concept. Change is inevitable. Progress is optional. Robbins reminds us that while change will happen regardless of our desires, we have the choice to use these changes for our personal and professional growth. Brian Tracy, a prolific author and speaker on success and personal achievement, simplifies this wisdom into actionable advice. Develop the resilience to face whatever has happened, realize it cannot be changed, and then move on. Tracy's words underscore the importance of resilience, a quality that enables us to keep moving forward despite life's inevitable changes. Jordan B. Peterson, a clinical psychologist with profound insights into human behavior and meaning, often discusses the importance of embracing the chaos of being as part of finding purpose. To have meaning in your life is better than to have what you want, he suggests, indicating that adapting to change and finding meaning in it can lead to deeper satisfaction than merely achieving desires. Lesson 3. Unfair advantage. turning life's inequities into strength. The journey of life is fraught with inequities, a stark reality that demands resilience and a proactive mindset. This lesson, that life isn't always fair, has been echoed across ages, from Stoic philosophers to contemporary motivational speakers, each offering wisdom on harnessing this truth for personal growth and fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher whose meditations on life continue to inspire, once stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." His insight teaches us that the very challenges and unfairness we face can be transformed into opportunities for growth. Instead of lamenting life's injustices, we can use them as fuel to propel us forward, forging paths of resilience and strength. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, offered a perspective on dealing with life's disparities. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is in their power not to want what they don't have, and to cheerfully put to good use what they do have. Seneca's words remind us that while we cannot control the hand we're dealt, we can control our desires and attitudes towards our circumstances, focusing on gratitude and making the most of our current situation. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the power of the mind over circumstances, famously said, "Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish, but wish for everything to happen as it does happen, and your life will go smoothly." This Stoic principle reinforces the idea that acceptance of life's unfairness, coupled with a positive attitude, is key to navigating life's tumultuous waters. In the realm of modern motivational thought, Jim Rohn's wisdom complements these ancient teachings. Don't wish for less challenges, wish for more skills. Rohn's approach focuses on personal development as a means to overcome life's injustices, suggesting that building our capabilities is a more effective strategy than bemoaning our fate. Tony Robbins, a giant in the field of personal development, echoes this sentiment. It's not the events of our lives that shape us, but our beliefs about what those events mean. Robbins teaches us that reframing our perspective on life's unfairness can unlock our potential to rise above it, empowering us to find happiness and success on our own terms. Brian Tracy, known for his practical advice on success and achievement, advises, "The true test of a person's character is how they handle the inevitable valleys of life." Tracy's perspective highlights the importance of facing life's challenges head-on, using them as opportunities to demonstrate our resilience and character. Jordan B. Peterson, whose work delves into the complexity of human existence, offers a poignant reminder. "In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Peterson's message encourages us to confront life's unfairness with courage and determination, finding within ourselves the strength to transcend our circumstances. Lesson 4. Dare to leap. The power of risk in shaping success. Embracing risk is fundamental to achieving greatness. This concept, celebrated by Stoic philosophers and echoed by modern motivational leaders, challenges us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace the uncertainty that fosters growth and innovation. Marcus Aurelius, a figurehead of Stoicism, provides a timeless reminder. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This profound insight suggests that obstacles and risks are not barriers, but pathways to success. Facing risks head-on transforms them into stepping stones towards achieving our goals. Seneca, another Stoic luminary, advises, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This statement highlights the psychological barrier to risk-taking. The act of avoiding risks makes challenges seem insurmountable, By daring to take risks, we can overcome the mental constraints that hold us back. Epictetus, with his practical approach to Stoicism, asserts, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Implicit in his advice is the acceptance of risk, the risk of failure, of judgment, and of stepping into the unknown. It's a call to prioritize growth over the comfort of staying within familiar boundaries. In the realm of motivational speaking, Jim Rohn famously said, "If you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary." This encapsulates the essence of risk-taking as a prerequisite for extraordinary achievement. Without the willingness to venture beyond the conventional, we limit our potential for success. Tony Robbins, a powerhouse of personal development, amplifies this sentiment. The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Robbins emphasizes action, often risky and decisive, as the vehicle for success. It's not just about taking any action, but bold steps that break through barriers and set new precedents. Brian Tracy encourages us to embrace the uncertain, stating, "Move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new." Tracy's advice underscores the necessity of discomfort in the process of personal and professional development. Risk-taking is inherently uncomfortable, but it's also where growth occurs. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his emphasis on personal responsibility and the search for meaning, challenges individuals to confront the chaos of the unknown. "The creative act is always an act of courage," he says, suggesting that risk-taking is not just a strategy for success, but a fundamental expression of our inherent creativity and resilience. Lesson 5. Now is your moment, mastering the art of presence. Living in the present is a timeless lesson, one that harmonizes ancient Stoic wisdom with modern motivational thought. The essence of being present lies in the understanding that dwelling on the past or fretting about the future detracts from the richness of now. This concept, though simple, is powerful in fostering a life of fulfillment and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, offered guidance that resonates with the pursuit of presence. Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. Aurelius's words encourage us to focus our energy on the current moment, engaging fully with our tasks and interactions, free from the distractions of past regrets and future anxieties. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, highlighted the futility of worrying about the future. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This insight underscores the importance of living in the present, as excessive worry about what has yet to come often causes unnecessary stress and detracts from our current happiness. Epictetus, emphasizing control over our internal states, stated, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." His teaching aligns with the principle of presence by focusing on what we can control, our actions and reactions in the present moment, rather than being consumed by what is beyond our control. In the realm of modern motivational thought, Jim Rohn encapsulated the value of the present when he said, "Learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want." Rohn's advice bridges the gap between contentment and ambition, suggesting that while it's essential to have goals for the future, true happiness is found in appreciating and living fully in the present. Tony Robbins, a titan of personal development, reinforces this idea. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. Robbins's counsel speaks to the balance between planning for the future and living in the now. It's about making the most of the present moment while being open to the journey's twists and turns. Brian Tracy encourages a focus on the present as a strategy for success. Set peace of mind as your highest goal and organize your life around it. By prioritizing inner peace, which is cultivated through present moment awareness, we can create a life that is both purposeful and enjoyable. Jordan B. Peterson offers a psychological perspective on the importance of being present. The present is where meaning is to be found, and the present is what is directly accessible to you. Peterson's insight highlights the present moment as the locus of life's meaning, urging us to engage fully with the now to extract the most from our existence. Lesson 6. Break free from overthinking. Action is your key. Overthinking is a common trap that can paralyze us, turning simple situations into sources of unnecessary stress and anxiety. This lesson aligns with the teachings of Stoic philosophers and modern motivational speakers, all of whom emphasize the power of action over rumination. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, teaches, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement highlights the importance of managing our thoughts to avoid the pitfalls of overthinking. Aurelius suggests that by focusing on constructive thoughts and actions, we can maintain our tranquility and happiness. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, offers wisdom that speaks directly to the problem of overthinking. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. He reminds us that our fears and worries, often magnified by overthinking, are not as daunting as we imagine. By concentrating on what is within our control, we can reduce unnecessary speculation and focus on productive actions. Epictetus, with his practical approach to Stoicism, advises, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This encourages us to shift from overthinking to taking action that reflects our values and beliefs. It's a call to live out our principles through our actions, rather than getting lost in endless contemplation. Jim Rohn, a renowned motivational speaker, simplifies this concept. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action. Rohn's advice is a reminder that the accumulation of knowledge or the endless analysis of situations should not be our end goal. Instead, we should use our understanding as a catalyst for action. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic approach to personal development, asserts, "Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage." Robbins emphasizes that taking action is the most effective remedy for the paralysis caused by overthinking. By moving forward and taking steps, no matter how small, we build the confidence and courage to overcome our fears and doubts. Brian Tracy speaks to the transformative power of action. The antidote to fear is action. The more you act and the more you do, the more you learn and the more confident you become. Tracy's words reinforce the idea that action not only alleviates overthinking, but is also a path to learning and self-assurance. Jordan B. Peterson, a clinical psychologist, offers a nuanced perspective on navigating life's complexities. You cannot just be in your head, you have to act in the world. Peterson's advice acknowledges the limitations of overthinking and highlights the necessity of engaging with the world through action. Lesson 7. Chase your passion, the path to true success. Following your passion is not just about doing what you love, it's about aligning your work with your deepest values and interests. This principle is echoed across the teachings of both ancient Stoic philosophers and contemporary motivational speakers, emphasizing the importance of pursuing work that is meaningful and fulfilling to you personally. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once said, Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This wisdom applies directly to the concept of following your passion. Aurelius suggests that happiness comes from within, implying that aligning our professional lives with our passions is a choice that can lead to a fulfilling life. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, offered advice that resonates with the idea of pursuing one's passion. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. This statement underscores the idea that true wealth and satisfaction come from fulfilling work, not necessarily from the pursuit of material success. By following our passions, we are less likely to crave external validation and more likely to find intrinsic satisfaction. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the power of choice, said, "Only the educated are free." In the context of following one's passion, this can be interpreted to mean that true freedom comes from understanding oneself and making choices that align with one's interests and passions. Jim Rohn, a prominent figure in personal development, believed in the power of work that aligns with one's passions. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Rohn's words encourage us to take control of our professional paths and pursue what genuinely interests us, rather than settling for what others expect of us. Tony Robbins, known for his dynamic approach to life coaching, echoes this sentiment. Passion is the genesis of genius. Robbins highlights that extraordinary achievements come from a place of passion. When we engage in work that we love, our potential for success and innovation is greatly amplified. Brian Tracy emphasizes the practical aspect of following one's passion. The key to success is to focus our conscious mind on things we desire, not things we fear. By focusing on our passions, we direct our energies toward positive outcomes and success, rather than being paralyzed by fear of failure or the unknown. Jordan B. Peterson offers a psychological perspective on pursuing what matters. Find something that you are interested in, because interest is the precursor to engagement and mastery. Peterson's advice underscores the importance of passion as a motivator for deep engagement and skill development in one's work. Lesson 8. Unleash your mind. Harness the power within. The power of the mind is an unparalleled force that shapes our reality, our successes, and our failures. This fundamental truth is echoed by Stoic philosophers and modern motivational speakers alike, emphasizing that mastery over one's thoughts is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving greatness. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher-emperor, profoundly stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote encapsulates the essence of our mental capability to control our perceptions, reactions, and emotions, regardless of external circumstances. Aurelius's wisdom teaches us that by cultivating a positive and resilient mindset, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively. Seneca, another Stoic thinker, offers insight into the mind's influence. A man is as miserable as he thinks he is. This highlights the idea that our happiness and misery are products of our thoughts. By managing our thoughts and focusing on the positive, we can maintain a sense of peace and contentment in the face of adversity. Epictetus, known for his teachings on the power of choice, remarked, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them." This perspective reinforces the concept that our mental interpretations dictate our emotional responses. By choosing to view situations in a constructive light, we empower ourselves to remain calm and positive. Jim Rohn, a renowned motivational speaker, beautifully articulated the importance of mental discipline. Take charge of your thoughts. you can do what you will with them. Rohn's advice encourages us to actively shape our thought patterns, highlighting that our minds are tools that, when used wisely, can propel us toward our goals and aspirations. Tony Robbins, a leader in personal development, asserts, "Where focus goes, energy flows." This statement underscores the power of concentrated thought and how directing our mental focus toward positive outcomes can manifest success and fulfillment in our lives. Brian Tracy emphasizes the transformative potential of the mind. The greatest gift you have been given is the gift of your imagination. Tracy's perspective reminds us that our imagination and thoughts are powerful resources for creativity, problem-solving, and achieving our dreams. Jordan B. Peterson, known for his deep dives into the human psyche, advises, assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. This counsel, while geared towards learning, also speaks to the importance of keeping an open mind, a mindset that is curious, receptive, and always ready to grow. As we journey through the tapestry of life, it's the power within our minds that illuminates the path ahead. Remember, the only limits that exist are those you place upon yourself. Your mind, a boundless universe within, holds the key to unlocking your fullest potential. So, harness its strength, chart your course, and let your thoughts be the compass that guides you to your dreams. And as you continue on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, I invite you to dive deeper into the well of wisdom we've only just begun to explore. Click on the playlist on the screen to keep the flame of learning burning bright. Together, let's turn the pages of this endless book of knowledge, for every chapter holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. Your journey is far from over. It's just getting started. Let's embark on this adventure together.